Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Today, we're going to the final day of this trial, I guess. This is Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my... What? I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday? What? Anyhow, today's the last day on the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edward is looking glum as always. I hope Uncommon doesn't push him too hard. Whoa. What are you doing? Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, that's a good idea. That sounds so inappropriate. Trying to electrocute anyone on your way out. Also, maybe you should go to a doctor's? Whoa, pal. What's going into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, detective? Oh, how'd it go, detective? Have no fear, I promise I captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Okay. You do you, dog. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be odd and silenced by every little thing he says. Alright, Mr. Von Kammer, your opening statements. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Why I left the court? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got that. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Alright, so... press everything and see where he gets us. Yeah, are you really sorry? I'd call what you did running away, not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do, Uncommon and Yanni Yogi. But I wasn't running away. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? I went to buy food for Polly. Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown, dog. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see?
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack!
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Calmer. No one's gonna believe that. I see. I believe that. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses, you idiot. I figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yeah. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show concrete proof.
Grr. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue.
I need, motive. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Heyman. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything begun several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with the case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor.
Ha! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is it?
Don't play dumb, Von Calmer. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. It's Robert Hammond! No, it's Yanni Yogurt. Yogurt? His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff and bear. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident. It figures a judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tisk, kiss. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the courts? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more, the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you gonna prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, can we check this defendant's or witness's underwear? Sorry, I was going on a joke about how his name's gonna be stitched into his underwear, but when he started talking about fingerprints, it actually just blew my fucking mind, because you're right. Please take this man's fingerprints, then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. And the gun! I see, that makes sense. Tisk. Huh?
I'm very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. Who the hell would give you a job near dangerous chemicals? What? Yogi, you sneak. You burn your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we'll have to rip out his teeth and check his dental records. No! Tis. Well, what will you do now, Mr. Wright?
It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There's no one who can testify to who this witness is. No one! Nick, what are you gonna do?
I didn't even consider that he might have racist fingerprints. What do I do?
This. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you would like to cross-examine his parrot for the...
Yes. Yes.
Perhaps you would like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief,
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Thoughts? Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to.
Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up?
Oh, on my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Objection right back at you, bitch. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes out of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I'll cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring me the parrot. So, do you just have the parrot out there, or you just went to the shack and brought her back? That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me! It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Testify for us. Who is your owner?
Hello, Squire.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Hello, Squawk.
Witness, you can't just say hello, and expect us to get away anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
Have you forgotten anything? Last time... have we forgotten anything? Because you said DL6. Don't forget the DL6 incident, right? Polly, have we forgotten something?
What? Don't forget DL6, Squawk.
We get Polly to say that here. That will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello. That's not what you were supposed to say. Forgot something. Something we forgot.
Hello.
Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
It's ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
This. Something the matter, right?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if she'd forgotten anything?
Well, I guess we should try to get some other information.
Alright. What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name?
Polly, what's your name?
Polly, Squawk. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that the parrot's name is Polly. Does it have anything to do with her current owner's identity? Yes, it does! Yes, it does!
Ha! fascinating! You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us the proof!
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. Actually, we're here to prove Edgeworth is innocent. But at the same time, I guess that does rely on us proving that the caretaker did it. Can we just shoot Montgomery? That would make things so much easier. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof the parrot's name that reveals the caretaker's identity is... The DL6 case file.
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on? Show us or stop wasting our time!
Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where's the file? Where in this file is the information connected to? Oh, shit. We gotta go back here. We gotta check that file again. It's on page 3, suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. The page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, you see. Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name, Your Honor? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is a possibility.
Bah, mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
How old is she?
She's only 7 years old. Absolutely not.
Indeed. Alone is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what? Very well, witness, you may continue.
Well, I guess we should try to get some more.
You want me to ask them the safe number? I can do that. Oh, maybe I was supposed to press her on the dots? We'll try the safe number, I guess. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of the safe. Huh. The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228. 1228. What? My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. I'm gonna assume it does, but let's just check this out real fast. 1228! Yes, it does! Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous! How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof! What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Take that! A DL6 case file? What is this obsession with you have with this case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to the safe number? The case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically the date of which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And that's the number on the safe. And the number on the safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as a number on the safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Objection. Bah, this is not tangible proof! I set my ATM card numbers to 0001 because I'm number 1! That's nothing to do with the date! Nothing!
Also, you're gonna need to change that PIN number, dog? You like, seriously? You're gonna need to change that PIN number. Or let me see your ATM card, because I need to go make a withdrawal. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that is all!
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness. Tell us your name.
Wait! This is Witness, he doesn't remember!
No, it's okay. Thoughts? Oh, he was faking. He's a phony. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different!
This is the real Yogi, I think? Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful details. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Kommer, where's Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
innocent, in this case at least.
Very well. Will defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Kommer saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Woo! Confetti! That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Kommer. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth! God damn it, Edgeworth, Your Honor. I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I am not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess! He's going to say he's guilty! He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He's going to tell them he killed his own dad!
Uh-oh, what do I do? Well, like, object?
Objection!
The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's person.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I've told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Something else. Something was as clear as day. Oh, everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
You were 9.
Order. This is certainly unexpected. The defense declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. The crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
Objection! That's dumb. Also, I think we have to go to a different trial for an underage suspect. I think I would like to take a 15-minute break. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. I already kind of know what you're going to take, because you guys don't know how to do anything in this courtroom. So we're probably going to have a trial for a case that's 15 years old for a defendant who was 9 at the time who accidentally murdered his father, and we're going to give him the chair for it. Court is adjourned. December 28th, District Court. I'm sorry, Wright. You should be, because that's at the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press the link below. If you're not subscribed yet, or any of my videos, I can check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching, and we all have a great day.